Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to the Daily Quest. In today's video, we are going to be playing as Anub'arak, who is from the World of Warcraft universe. He is a, Warcraft universe, excuse me. He is a melee warrior. His Q ability is Impale. You shoot a line of spikes that damages and stuns enemies. His W is Hardened Carapace, which gains a shield, which doesn't last very long at all. His E ability is Burrow Charge. You burrow underground and charge in a direction, and his passive will spawn these little beetles every time he casts an ability. I think he needs a little bit of a buff. He needs a little bit 11, but I just unlocked all of his talents, so let's see what kind of build we can come up with. You don't say anything? Are you a little shy little bug? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, right, ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure I lowered my mic volume. I did. We are on the Haunted Garden, the Garden of Terror, whatever the fuck this map is called, yet again. I feel like this map is coming up a lot in rotation simply because they're trying to test it some more. Not too sure why. I like the idea of landing with a Tassadar. So we're going to go top. So we can get a shield that lasts longer. Considering we're landing with the Tassadar, we probably don't need that. Increased range on our Q by 25% would increase the range of our Q pretty substantially. And that's a pretty good disrupt in the middle of a team fight. So that could be good. Beetles dealing more damage could also be good because we are going to be spawning a beetle every time we cast an ability. And then, of course, you can't really go wrong with Regeneration Master when you are playing a warrior. Now, I did mention he is a melee warrior, but he's not that tanky. So let's go with beetles deal more damage. We'll just see how it goes. 25% more damage probably isn't that big of a fucking deal if we're all just being honest with ourselves. But you can see every time I cast an ability, we are going to be spawning one of them. And we can just shoot our abilities down the lane for a little bit of disrupt. With our burrow, I'll show it to you right after I get out of these roots. With our burrow, we can kind of charge in and reactivate it whenever we want to. And we'll erupt from the ground and deal a little bit of damage to anyone nearby. So ideally, in a perfect world, if Tassadar lands a good storm, I'm going to be able to stun lock these guys in that storm. And, or fuck it up. Fuck it up just like I did there. Apparently they nerfed the roots of Malfurion. I'm going to be able to talk eventually in this video, don't you worry. I may not all be here right now, you know, in the membrane. Oh, can I land a stun? Okay, we stunned Malfurion in the storm. I tried to go in for some additional harassment. I did pop that shield immediately when I erupted out of the ground. So we didn't take any actual damage from the tower there. I like this comp. It's a good comp. All right, night has fallen over the map, which means it is time to gather seeds. I'm just going to head down here. Once again, spawning my shield will spawn a beetle. We could have that beetle tank for us, so we could continue to tank, and the beetle will help us kill stuff a little bit faster. I do believe it is possible for Anub'arak to get the jungle mercenary lord talent. I missed that terribly. Which is kind of interesting. I don't think there's any other warrior in the game that has that talent. But we're gonna get the beetle periodically. So every 8 seconds, we're just gonna be popping one of these guys out. I don't have a set in stone build for Anub'arak. Nowhere even close to that. We're still trying out things. So with these new characters, if you see me making some weird decisions, usually that's for the sake of just trying things out, just for the sake of testing things. I do kind of like the idea of doing a beetle build, though, because you can just spawn them so damn quick. You can spawn your own little army whenever you want to. Which I guess makes sense as to why he would have the Mercenary Lord talent, which is going to be at level 7. There is another beetle upgrade at that level, though, that would allow the beetles to heal us. That might be cool. All right, going in on Malfurion, we are going to impale him, coming in with the charge from our E. We are going to pop our shield and walk directly into tower range with the help of Zeratul and Tassadar. We are going to be able to take him down, no problem. Will Tyrael pursue these kills? No, he will not. That is absolutely the right thing to do. I would like to see if we could take this camp really quickly. Although it looks like they're going for the golem, so I'm going to head in and help with that. The problem I have with the beetles is what you just saw there. Tyrael coming in. Go ahead and hit him with the stun. Pop our shield. Oh, that body block. That body block, Tyrael! That body block may just be real. Oh, he does teleport over the wall with, like, no health. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. I'm recalling right out in the open. Uther coming up from the middle lane is going to stun our Tassadar. The Demon Hunter coming in for support for the enemy team as well. Tassadar should be able to get away from this, and I don't even think they... Good cleave, Zeratul! Good cleave, sir. I don't even think they noticed Zeratul. He probably could have just stood there. Going to be heading back up to the top lane to try to provide them with some support. Do we get Mercenary Lord, or do we get the healing buff? I want to get the healing buff. I don't feel like he's good enough at jungling to get the Mercenary Lord talent, but once again, that's just kind of my initial impressions. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Get back there. Get back there. Oh, they reset. Whoops. What the fuck is my passive? Oh, right. Beetles spawning. I was like, why is it grayed out right now? So I guess I can turn the spawning on and off if I wanted to reactivate my D ability. That's interesting. It's very interesting. I like the fact that he's very, very mobile. And I like the fact that you don't have to wait for your ultimate to become mobile on a character like Sonya. Uh-oh, Tyrael going in deep on Tassadar, but Malfurion is completely backing up and abandoning him. Can we land the Impale? No, we cannot. But the stun is successful. Is it going to be enough to take down Tyrael? It does not look like it's going to be, but all of a sudden we have Beetles just pushing down that wall. Just pushing down that wall like it ain't no thing. The towers are completely out of ammo, which means we're going to be able to sit here and really punish the enemy team. We should be able to break down these walls. No problem. Go ahead and focus this top one. Damn it, pick wrong. Poor Arthas. Poor Arthas. All right, going to land our Impale on Malfurion, going in with the stun as well. That is going to be enough time for the Demon Hunter to pick up a kill on the enemy Malfurion. We should have Tyrael body blocked here. He somehow did not notice Zeratul standing directly next to him. Zeratul does have a cloak, but he's definitely not invisible. There we go. The Impale does pick up a kill on Tyrael. By that statement I just made, Zeratul has a cloak, but it's a shimmer of light. Like, he doesn't go completely invisible. You could still see him if you're paying attention. Now, with the alpha just becoming active again, MMR was reset. All of our levels were reset. So you don't really know who you're going to be playing with at all. Granted, that was kind of the case before, too. I was trying to help this push as much as I could, but it looks like middle's having a little bit too much trouble with that terror spawning down there. I would kind of hope that Arthas would be initiating on this a little bit more, but he doesn't seem to be. We're going to pick up Locust Swarm. This is going to cause an AoE around me. These bugs are going to deal damage to any enemies, and they're also going to be healing me as well. So it's a very good AoE damage ultimate. It's a very good sustain ultimate as well. And we're just going to go in here and stun Tyrael, and we are in a position to body block him as well as he's trying to get away. And that's going to be yet another kill on the enemy Tyrael. We have not been doing a good job of controlling the jungle. Looks like the enemy Zeratul is hunting down our Tassadar with the ultimate that he chose. He's going to be able to stick to him very easily, but somehow we do pick up the kill there. Very nicely done. Malfurion out of position. Will the Impale land? Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I'm out of mana, and he does catch all of my Beetles and myself in a root. Lich King in a very good position, could easily lock down Malfurion, and he does just that. Malfurion trying to use that ultimate, that silence, to deter us, but it was nowhere near enough. Hopefully, the Demon Hunter stays, and we're going to be able to clear this out very quickly. Going in and activating my shield will spawn another Beetle. Tyrael from the enemy team at the top of the screen sees us taking this. Will it be enough? I doubt it, as it seems like he's the only one here. If he tries to initiate on this, he will die. The enemy Zeratul now showing up is going to blink away right before I can land the Impale. I was thinking about using it. And now, two members of the enemy team emerging out of a bush there. We're just going to burrow under that and make our retreat. I'll make sure everyone knows that we need to get the fuck out, even though they were already on the way out. We'll just go ahead and pop our shield and spawn another Beetle on the lane as we're leaving. Go ahead and do that as well. I don't know if that's a good idea, but having more minions to push a lane down seems like it would be helpful. As of right now, we have 14,000 siege damage, 9,000 hero damage, and 5,500 healing. Looks like top lane is under a little bit of pressure as three members of the enemy team are working their way up there. But they did drop back. They may be going to get seeds, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to walk in here and try to take over this mercenary camp. We're going to back up and burrow into this one. Trying to get as many of our beetles as possible. Uh-oh. Gonna go ahead and pop my ultimate. I did body block him, but that won't be what kills him. I did body block him, but Zeratul was using his ultimate, so he would have stuck to him anyway. He would have just gone around me, even if I didn't body block. The enemy Tyrael is going to die again. The enemy Zeratul was taken down as well. I did use my ultimate in that engagement. Beetles get a shield. That seems ridiculous. We're going to increase our shield. See what's going on over here. Hello, gentlemen. Goodbye, gentlemen. Shit. Gonna use my impale to interrupt the demon hunter. Is gonna be enough for me to get away. The Syndragosa coming out from the enemy Lich King is going to hit 2 or 3 members of the enemy team. Oh my goodness, Uther getting completely bursted down. He did not pick up the Judgment ultimate. He did not pick up the AoE stun ultimate, instead going for that invulnerability. That invulnerability used to be fucking terrible. I don't know if it was changed in this patch, but there used to be no reason to pick that ultimate on Uther. Essentially, it was the same ultimate as Tyrael's, but it didn't last as long, and you could only cast it on one person. Don't quote me on that. It's been so long since I've used it, but I believe that was the case. This confrontation still seems to be going on in the top lane. The enemy team now spawning a Terror that is going to be pushing down the top lane. The enemy Demon Hunter, Malfurion, and Tyrael are in the area as well. Tyrael really committing to all these attacks, maybe trying to catch out one of our friendly allies, but it doesn't look like he was successful in doing that. Malfurion taking a lot of damage in the back line. The Impale, I'm silenced for fucking days. Oh my god. That ultimate for Malfurion really took me off my game there. I was trying to cast some abilities. The Impale is going to hit the enemy Tyrael, but I'm going to be forced back here very soon. The Demon Hunter is spinning. I'll come in and try to do some winning. I did pop my ultimate. Oh, the ultimate should be healing me, but it's not going to be enough. My shield was on cooldown. It looks like we are going to maybe save this fort, though, depending on how well coordinated our Tassadar and Demon Hunter can be. Tyrael jumping in on the Demon Hunter is going to take her down. Tassadar now in a bad spot. 4 people chasing him down in the top lane, and he's just going to pop his invis and get out of there. Hopefully. Now Zeratul coming in for a little bit of support. He knows they're going for the Mercenary camp. This is the Mercenary camp that I started earlier. Zeratul is going to mess up his blink and get caught. Wasn't quite far enough for him to get away. The friendly team level 14, the enemy team level 16, so we are at a disadvantage here. One thing I feel about Anub'arak is I understand that he has a lot of healing, and I understand that he has a lot of shield potential and add potential. We need to land the Impale. Here we go. I do knock up 2 members of the enemy team, but it was not enough to save our ally there. I feel like, yeah, he has a decent amount of sustain, but he either needs an increase to his base health or he needs an increase to his attack damage. Because currently I don't feel like he does enough of either. Not like Diablo, where you look at Diablo and you understand that he doesn't hit hard generally. He doesn't generally hit hard because he has so much health. I feel like Anub'arak's in some kind of weird in-between where he doesn't quite hit hard enough and he doesn't quite have enough meat to sustain himself. Tyrael, now noticing Zeratul, who's been standing next to him for quite some time, is going to use his ultimate. I'm jumping in on Malfurion here. We are going to pop my ultimate as well. And it looks like we might die. The Impale going out on 3 members of the enemy team. I'm going and casting my shield, which is going to give me enough health to get out of there. But we don't have a ton of damage coming out. That Archon is going to be doing a lot with his right click, but it's not a lot of AoE damage. We do not stun the enemy Demon Hunter, and she is going to get away as I burrow under that greenhouse to get away from Uther. All right, we're going to be moving back to the well. Beetles get stronger after killing enemies. I don't feel like they're ever actually going to kill anything, and I don't really feel like they're giving me a lot of sustain either. Area damage on that. It's not a lot of damage. You can see when we erupt out of the ground with Burrow Charge, we only deal 200 damage. Big deal. Making that 200 damage and cover an area is not going to make a significant difference. So to me, that means that you either go for Rewind or Blood for Blood. Now, considering we can spawn beetles every time we cast a spell, I think Rewind is going to be the better talent. Zeratul engaging on 2 members of the enemy team as they are on low on health. The charge coming in is going to stun both of them, and we're still pursuing this. I don't know where Zeratul went. You can see I used the rewind there, and it was extremely beneficial. Zeratul once again re-engaging, it looks like. We'll go ahead and hit him with a stun here. He's at full health, though. I am popping the shield. We should be getting some shields from... Oh, Tyrael engaging from off the side of the screen. Oh, no, this is bad. Go ahead and stun Zeratul behind me, but again, he's using that ultimate that makes him teleport every time he auto-attacks, which makes it incredibly difficult to get away from a Zeratul, especially when you don't have the damage to kill him. So as far as the two new character goes, we have Azmodan and Anub'arak. I definitely prefer Azmodan. And it's that time again for a lozenge for my throat. Dropped it on the ground. It's that time again for the replacement lozenge for my throat. I seriously should try to get like a Hall sponsorship. Be like, hey guys, my throat's a piece of shit and it hurts when I talk. Can you send me some cough drops? That'd be great. We do have a team fight erupting here, although it appears to be incredibly one-sided. Once again, the Archon doing a ton of damage, but Tassadar is actually focusing down Tyrael, one of the tankier members of the enemy team. He should definitely be focusing Zeratul or Malfurion, in my humble opinion. Now we do have a Mercenary wave pushing down the lane. We're just going to go ahead and spam all my abilities. We should be able to do that just fine. Might go ahead and pop my ultimate here as well. So these Locusts will go over the gate. They'll be dealing area damage to everything here. And we're also going to be spawning more Beetles to try to keep these guys off of the towers. I am in melee range here, trying to deal as much damage as I can. Zeratul looks like he's going to engage me under the tower. We're going to burrow back to the Sippy Cup, and that is going to be a death from that nicely timed Tyrael ultimate. Doesn't look like we're going to win this game. I don't think anyone was doing anything particularly bad. We just did not do a good job of controlling mercenary camps as a team. And it looks like our target acquisition wasn't the best in the world. That Zeratul placement definitely wasn't very good. Looks like we may pick up a kill on the enemy Tyrael here, although he does have his shield, and I believe a shield from Uther as well. And it looks like we're just getting picked off one by one as our Demon Hunter tried to... No, everyone's just standing in melee range. All of our range characters are standing in melee range, so I might have to take back my earlier statement. Tassadar definitely isn't a bad player. He's just making some questionable decisions. Alright, well, here I go. Let's try to make something happen. I'm going to stun Zeratul in the friendly Tassadar's Psystorm. Is that going to be enough to actually do anything? I doubt it. We need to be focusing Malfurion here. Oh, Tassadar now switching to Malfurion. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. The stun's really, really strong. I tried to burrow in, then hit rewind, but it turns out burrow has a 14-second cooldown rather than a 10-second cooldown like I thought it did. So my plan was to burrow. And I ended up burrowing, getting stunned, and sitting there. But it does look like this is going to be the end of the game. This is a pretty strong push. And we're just really not doing enough in these team fights. Not doing enough in these team fights. Although it does kind of look like we're pushing them back. Up in the top lane, we do have a mercenary camp that is going to be killed by minions. So that's something. Looks like the enemy Demon Hunter is going to be spinning to win, followed by the friendly Demon Hunter spinning to win, but getting interrupted by 2 stuns. Alright, well, we're respawning here momentarily. We're back in the game. Where are we going to be able to make anything happen this time? Let's go for an Impale. We are going to miss every member of the enemy team that was there. A good size storm going down. I'm going to go ahead and initiate the ultimate coming out. I'm going to try to focus down the Demon Hunter. Go for another Impale. Just missed. But we are in range of Malfurion. Hopefully our ultimate will finish him off. Our ultimate just ended. Are you fucking kidding? The root's going to be coming out. It's going to hit Tassadar and myself. I can burrow in 2 seconds. Is it worth it? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway. Zeratul coming in is going to hit him with the W, and I'm going to hit him with my Q, and that is going to be a dead Malfurion. Was that worth it? Actually, yeah, I think it was. What are we doing on mercenary camps? 1 minute on both of those. We should go down here and try to get this one. It's a much better idea than killing a tier 1 tower. in my humble opinion. So we're going to get the upgrade for our ultimate. That's going to cause this little bug to spawn. Now this bug will constantly be healing us. I'm going to ping for assistance here as I am by myself. We don't know who's really coming for the enemy team. Here we have an Uther. Uther in a bad position. The Impale is going to hit him. Can we hit him with the second stun? No, we are going to miss just a little bit. But we once again have the spin to win from the enemy Demon Hunter. I should be able to get out of this. Gonna stun the Demon Hunter there. And take... Oh, they took the Mercenary camp. Okay. We're still alright. Trying to make it out of here. Trying to make it out of here. The enemy Terror is now focusing me. I'll spam the shit out of my shields, but it's still on cooldown. Zeratul getting ulted by the enemy Tyrael. Who is this? Is this our Lich King? Getting turned into a little plant. And getting focused down. Yeah. We just don't quite have that coordination. Don't quite have that coordination. But that's alright. It's not a bad game by any means. That should not have turned him into a plant. That definitely should not have. That was a very good juke. Juke City is a real place. And Tassadar would take you there, kind of. So, unless it's changed, laying down 2 Scythe Storms like that does not deal extra damage. They will... Oh, a little bit of a misclick there is going to cause Tassadar to auto-attack rather than moving. When he keeps laying down those double Scythe Storms, only one of those Scythe Storms is actually going to deal damage. So he should be spreading those out a little bit more, and that would kind of help his survival. That might deter Tyrael from chasing him a little bit. But it looks like 5 members of the friendly team are dead. The core is being pushed down by the enemy team. We'll go ahead and pop my ultimate and hope for the best going in on Malfurion. We have Zeratul on me now as well. Gonna go ahead and pop Rewind. Try to impale them now. I think increased range on Impale would be really good. I don't think the Beetle build was a very good idea. Hey Zeratul, you wanna, help? That'd be cool. I tried to stun Malfurion there so he couldn't get a heal off, but I came from the ground a little bit too early. Oh, he once again somehow thwarted that attack. So right now, this is the most sustain you can get on him, isn't it? It might be a little bit more, but I mean, we have the Beetles healing us. We have the shield on a low cooldown. We have the shield with, well, the shield doesn't have a low cooldown, but we have Rewind. So we could do a double shield. The shield gives us more, 50% more absorption than it normally does. We have Beetles that heal us, and we have our ultimate that heals us, not only when we activate it, but also passively. So this is as tanky as this guy gets. And I just don't feel like it's very tanky, if I'm totally honest. I don't feel like he's very durable. I feel like, for instance, Stitches could survive most of these encounters that I'm dying in. Then again, that might tell you something about Stitches rather than about Anub'arak. I'm not too sure why it's taking this enemy team so long to win the game, if I'm honest. We have several dead at any given time. Alright, going in with my ultimate. We are caught in the roots. We are going to hit Rewind and shield ourselves. Kind of burrow out of there. The Impale going out is going to hit 2 members of the enemy team. And we are just going to plant ourselves right in the spawn and let it come back. Now, 40,000 healing is not bad, honestly. That's pretty fucking good for a tank. I mean, that's all self-healing, though. So it's not like he's support and he's healing the enemy team. We are going to take down Tyrael there with an auto attack. We can try to chase this down. I don't know how good of an idea it is. Don't know how good of an idea. Oh, it's that little noob. Oh, little noob.
The enemy is attacking.
I'm sorry, did you fall over? Look at that Impale, though. Yeah, I just don't feel like he's durable enough. I don't know. Once that shield goes down, you basically have nothing. That's my impression of him. He has a lot of crowd control, but he's very team dependent. He doesn't deal a lot of damage by himself. He does a decent amount of healing, but he doesn't have a lot of health, so I don't know. We do land the Impale on the enemy. Zeratul. Is it going to be enough? Absolutely not, because he's Zeratul. But our Zeratul is jumping in and doing a ton of damage. The Uther does grant him invulnerability. Looks like I missed on him a little bit, but the Impale is going to land, and we are going to take down... Oh shit, this might be the moment. This might be the time. This might be the time where we bring it back. We've been holding on to this game somehow. We've been holding on to this game somehow. This might be where we make our final comeback. Our base is fine. We have the Lich King back there. Oh, man. Is this really happening? We're going to go ahead and pop my ultimate. It's going to be sending out these bugs onto Tyrael, which are going to be healing us. Pop my shields, try to get this tower down, as it is kind of in the way. All right, we have to do this now or never. I'm tanking it. Let's go. I'm tanking it. Let's go. I'm going to be spawning beetles. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Come on. Wow, this is so much closer of a game than I thought it was going to be. We have 15 seconds. Go, 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 go. We have to make this happen in 10 seconds or we lose. All right, we're going to pop rewind. We're going to be summoning more beetles. Holy shit, are you serious? We won this game. What the fuck? How did we win that game? What? Holy shit. Are you kidding? We were behind that entire game. We had no jungle control whatsoever. We were losing every single team fight. That is a prime example of the enemy team just not pushing. Wow. Can't believe we won that. Cannot believe we won that. Anyway, I guess that's Anub'arak, guys. I don't really care for him too much. If you have any suggestions for builds on him, I might take a look at them. It just doesn't seem like... I feel like he's kind of a jack of all trades. He does a little bit of everything and doesn't do any of it very good. But alright guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. That was a weird win. Before you leave, please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Okay, bye.